there, welcome to my channel. My name is Missy and I hope you're having a wonderful day today. So I'm in the kitchen today and I'm going to be making an easy Christmas Yule log today. Normally I would make something more difficult, but I wanted to just simplify this recipe today, and I'm using boxed cake mix and icing from the grocery store. So let's get to, and I'll show you everything that you're going to need for this recipe. So what you're going to need for this Yule log is a cookie sheet that is sprayed and it has parchment paper down, and I've sprayed all the sides as well just to make sure our cake doesn't stick. And then I have picked out a Betty Crocker spice cake mix, and it's 375 grams. So you can use whatever flavor you want, it really doesn't matter. I also have 1/4 cup of vegetable oil. I have 1/3 cup of water and 6 eggs. So let's get to, and I'll show you the first part of the recipe. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my 6 eggs and I'm going to beat them for about 5 to 6 minutes until they're kind of nice and frothy. Okay, so our eggs are nice and foamy, and it's changed color, and we're ready for the next step. So I'm going to add my water and my oil, and I'm just going to give that a really quick mix on low. Okay, and now I'm just going to add my cake mix. And we're going to mix this for about 2 minutes. And I'm going to start on low, and then I might go to the second level, but we'll start on low. Okay, I'm going to get my cookie pan. What I'm going to do is just pour my batter in there. Just want to make sure I get all of it out of there. And your oven should be on 350. And what you're going to do is just spread that out to the corners. Okay, so I'm going to put this in my oven for about 10 to 12 minutes on 350, and I'm going to keep my eyes on it because you don't want to burn your cake. So here we go. So the next part, we want to get ready for when the cake comes out, because you want to be able to roll your cake while it's still hot. So I've got some icing sugar here, and I'm going to cover this clean tea towel with icing sugar. Okay, I'm going to set that aside, but we are going to need some icing sugar again. Okay, so my cake is ready. So what we're going to do is, right out of the oven, without dropping it, I'm going to flip it onto the tea towel. And you have to do this kind of quick. Just like that. Yay. Okay, and then I'm going to peel this paper off. And we're going to dust the top with icing sugar. And then we're going to roll it. while it's hot. You don't want to roll it too tight, just a natural roll. Yay, I always get so stressed out when I'm trying to do this. So I'm just going to let mine cool. I'm not sure if I'm going to let it cool overnight or if I'm going to come back and decorate it. But yeah, I can't believe I got it rolled. It's so stressful, but it is easy once you get the hang of it. It really is. You just have to do it with confidence and show the cake who's boss. Okay, so I'm going to unroll the log now. And it should keep that shape. Got a little split, but not too bad. Okay, so what I have here is just some marshmallow fluff, and I'm just going to add it to my cake. And what I'm going to do is just take my offset spatula and just move that marshmallow cream around. You want to be gentle because you don't want to rip your cake. So now what I'm going to do is just take some whipped cream cheese icing, and I'm just going to spread some of that on top of the marshmallow. Okay, so I'm just going to go get some nuts, and we're going to sprinkle a few nuts on top of there. And I'm just going to use walnuts. Okay, so now we're just going to roll it up without the tea towel. We're not going to put the tea towel in this time. So I'm just going to push it over like this. And I'm going to use my, might not use my tea towel to do this, but you can use your tea towel to kind of lift it up. My cake is cracking a little bit, but that's okay, because that's going to be on the bottom. And over. And there we go. We did it. We did it. So I'm going to wrap this up for the night, and then I'll be back to decorate our Yule log tomorrow. So here's my Yule log. I've just taken it out of the fridge. I kept it in there overnight, and it's nice and firm now. And I'm going to unwrap it, and I'll be back with the next step. Okay, so here's our Yule log, and I've got it on a cutting board with some parchment paper because we are going to make a cut in this. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it right about here. Just a slice right through. And then I'm going to take this part. I'm I'm just going to make another little slice here, and we'll eat that piece later. And I'm just going to shimmy it up against this other log, just like that. Okay, so now comes the icing, and I'm just going to use, where is it? Betty Crocker whipped cream cheese icing, and I have 2 of these in a piping bag, and I haven't got a tip in my bag. I've just got it plain like this, and I'm just going to snip that off. And what I'm doing is I'm not really trying to do any fancy decorations. I'm just covering the cake, and then we'll take an offset spatula and smooth it out. So I'm just going to start covering the cake. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, if I can find it, is take my offset spatula, and I'm just going to smooth this out. And it doesn't have to be completely smooth because, you know, this is a Yule log. So you do want some texture in there. Try to get as close to the bottom as you can. And then anywhere I see a gap, I'm just going to fill it in. I think that's good because we are going to move this cake onto a serving platter. Where we'll put the finishing touches. Okay, I'm going to go get my other serving platter, and I will be right back. And I'm just going to very gently move that side. There's a few tricky parts here. The reason I didn't ice it onto my board here is because I didn't want to get too much icing onto it. And I'm just going to move it right over here, and I'll get rid of this one. And I'm just going to rip around this and take off that parchment paper. And this is where we're just going to look at the cake and see if there's any other spots that we've missed that we want to touch up. And we can put some texture on this too now. So the offset spatula really does give it some texture. Just run your knife, fork, or spoon just over it to kind of give it that tree-like look. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is I'm just going to take some of my chocolate frosting and run my fork through it. And I'm just going to go down the cake. This is very easy to do. There's nothing that you can really do wrong here. Just put your own design on it. You just want to give it some texture like a tree would have. And I'm just going to swirl some around the edge here, or the end. Kind of a circular motion to look like the end of a tree trunk. And I'm going to do that on the other sides as well. So there she is. Let me see if I can focus in here. So we just made a little bit of a wood grain in there. And yeah. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I just have some nuts here in the shell. And I did these sort of candied fruits and rosemary. And I'll leave that in the description down below. Now, the one thing I will say is the strawberries did not turn out how I wanted them to. Same with the pomegranates, and I think because they're porous, it didn't really take on the sugar. But the blueberries did, and so did the rosemary. So we're going to put our decorations on. And there's no nothing you can do wrong here. You just put on what you want. I was going to actually just pipe leaves on and put M&Ms on to decorate it, but I was overthinking it. So now we have rosemary that's been, has sugar on it. And we'll just put some of these blueberries on. And I have a few little pomegranates here just to decorate it. Some more rosemary. The sugar is very messy. And we'll put a strawberry on. Turn it around and have a little look at it. Then I'm just going to add some nuts just because. Just kind of give it a rustic look. So I've just added the rosemary and some sugared fruits, some nuts, just to kind of, you know, make it pretty. But you can do whatever you want. You can just leave it with the icing. You can do a piping, you can pipe a tree on it. You can pipe decorations on it. You can put sugar decorations on it. Whatever you want to do. And this is going to be so nice on the Christmas table. What a lovely dessert, and it didn't cost us a lot of money. So that's all I have for you today. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please subscribe and hit that like button and hit the notification bell so you know when I'm uploading again. And until next time, bye for now.